Welcome to a new episode of Nails from A to Z. This episode is powered by Glossary Live.
Hello and welcome. I decided it would be really great to catch up with Dafne Fernandez right now, since she's doing some extraordinary things in her country and with the Mexican nail industry right now. Now, we've already spoken to Dafne on Peel Back the Polish in season 1, and so we found out about her journey into nails, and that's a really great show to go back and watch to find out more about that side of things. But I'm catching up with Dafne on a different level today to see where her career is right now and her vision for the future. So thank you for joining me today, Dafne.
Thank you, Alex, for having me.
So just to clarify,
Yeah.
you got into nails in 2008.
Yes.
You were an international educator for artistic nail design for
Yes.
some time.
Yes.
But since then, you've moved on to create your own academy and your own brand,
Yeah.
which is known as Stanzi.
Yes.
And I understand that inside of that, you have available everything that's necessary for a nail technician to work.
Yes.
And then you have 9 educators working for you.
Yes.
Covering the huge expanse of Mexico.
Yeah.
But I also understand that you go and educate in USA, Mexico, and can actually educate wherever anybody requires you to
Yes.
fly to.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk to you today because I'm feeling quite powerfully emotional and excited about something. Recently, you know, we together worked on Nailympia Mexico 2nd edition.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to get to the first, but I've been fully immersed in the second one.
Yeah.
And I've been really blown away by the fact that I can see that you're making a huge change to this region.
Thank
that
you.
You're certainly putting Mexico on the map when it comes to showcasing the work coming out of this region and out of this
Thank
country. So let's get down to business. Dafne, why did Nailympia attract you? Where did this particular journey start?
Okay, it starts, I don't remember the year, but it starts when I met you in Dubai. That's, if I found in my mind, that was the special moment when I found out that I really want to do Nailympia. And I remember that I met you there in Dubai because Alicia Armando introduced us,
did,
my mentor.
as part of the artistic brand
Yes.
on the booth that
Yes.
time. I do remember.
Exactly. And she introduced me to you, and then we talked a little bit. But at that moment, I think maybe it wasn't the right moment at that time. But then after we saw each other again in Canada, Nailympia Canada, and I went to Canada, yes, for compete, but my main object, or my main
Objective, reason for being
there. The reason for
Mm-hmm.
being there, it was to see you again and talk to you in person about making Nailympia Mexico. So my real reason to go to Canada, it was for that, and of course for have the big experience of Nailympia Canada. And then we talked about it, and yeah, it was just magical moment where we have this time together, speaking like alone, and then you explained me about Nailympia World, and I have already seen one day of competition and I think in my mind and I feel in my heart that this is what I wanted to do, and yeah, that's how Nailympia Mexico started.
Okay, so that was in 2021. You had the first one, and I think you held it around Halloween.
Yes,
Around
yes.
that.
Dia de los Muertos, Mexico.
Thank you.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And I wasn't able to travel, so I couldn't come to be part of that event. So
Yeah.
it's taken me up until 2022 to get to the event.
Yeah.
What I felt was there was so much commitment and passion, love and drive in the room. It was a sensational experience, from all areas, from start to finish. There was just such camaraderie on the floor. The nail techs supporting each other, absolutely heads down, competing. And you actually created quite a heavy schedule, I feel, because I think on that Saturday, how many competitions back to back?
Oh my God, it was like probably six.
I think it was
probably
six.
six. Back to back,
it
15
was,
minutes between.
Yes, so they needed to either have brought a few models or work on their own hands.
Yes.
But you did give them literally a toilet break between competitions, and yet they sat there and grafted.
Yes.
But I sensed very much by the end of the weekend, what I could feel was that people were in it.
Yes.
In it, full immersion,
Yes.
and already asking for the next one.
Yeah.
So how do you think you've created, in such a small amount of time, how have you created that buzz on the floor?
I don't know. I think people is very, here in Mexico, in also Latin America, they are very hungry of having these kind of events that they feel that they will raise the level up. And I do feel the same. That's the main reason that I bring Nailympia to Mexico City, because I think and I believe that having these competitions, every nail technician from Mexico and from Latin America that they are coming, the level of skills, they will improve so much from the first one to this one to the second one. I can see it in the work, that the level is so much different from 1 year. Imagine if we can do it every single year in 3, 4, 5 years, I don't know how many, but the level will be amazing. So that's the main focus for people. They are so much like hungry for knowledge. They are hungry for raise the level and have more education and have more experiences, and I think that's one of the reasons that they are so happy to come to Mexico and do the competition.
I think, to coin the point, Dafne,
Yes.
is that anybody in the nail industry who's been around for a while will know that nail technicians do thrive when you bring them together in a good environment.
Yes.
As long as it's a good and happy environment organised by people that care, then nail professionals can actually blossom when they're around each other, because it's when they are teaching each other, stretching each other, watching each other, feeling it together. And certainly I felt that on the floor.
Yes.
It was a good energy, and it was a supportive energy. Lots of sharing, lots of kindness. And you also saw on the awards the congratulations that people gave each other. I love to see when a nail tech will all the hugging and kissing that they do between them, and support they give each other is really beautiful to see. And I think a lot of nail professionals do get stuck in their salons.
Yes.
And they do feel quite alienated, isolated.
Yes.
And this type of event brings them together en masse, and they can see that the people organising it love nails, the judges love nails. I think also, would you agree that it really helped having such a great judging panel during the weekend, because you did bring people in from outside of Mexico? So I can see you build your floor with people that are local,
yes.
And then you build your booth with international experienced eyes.
Yes.
So what's your take on that?
I think it's very important for Nailympia and for any competition, but for Nailympia especially, to have a very, very qualified judges. So that's one of the reasons that we have judges like Alicia Rimando, that is a world champion, like Emisi Kopani from Hungary, that is a world champion, like Strinka Buksan, that is like well-known judge, and she's such a good judge, and she look for every single detail, and she will give you like a feedback on each point of the nail. So having these kind of judges, Lulu Desfaciu, who was also a competitor for 20 years in Nailympia, so it makes like people thinking, oh my God, I am getting judged for these huge names in the industry, so it is worth it. So I think that's such a powerful thing that Nailympia have these huge judges with them, and obviously with us, and that's what also competitors are looking for.
It's probably a good moment to say, Dafne, that I don't think a lot of people realise that judges don't get paid. For Nailympia, it doesn't matter which Nailympia they do around the world, they don't get paid. They are literally giving up their family, their private, their personal life, and their professional lives. They leave. Especially when it's quite far away like this, they leave their lives and they give it because the judges for Nailympia are in it for all the right reasons, and it is about wanting to help a generation, a nail generation, better themselves. And I don't think there's any judges that don't get quite emotional and attached to the entire experience, as do we.
The judges are doing the job or are doing this because they love the nail industry. They are giving the time, they are giving themselves to do this.
Yes, that's a good point to make, actually, because that's hard work. And I just think we should give the judges quite a big hurrah there. Because they are what makes Nailympia. They are the big hurrah. They are the big hurrah.
Yeah, definitely.
So the way I see it, Dafne, is I was really struck by the event, seeing that you have put, when you look at a global nail industry, I feel that you've put Mexico on the map. And I feel that through putting Mexico on the map, I can see that that's filtered down and that Latin America is feeling very much like it's waking up to, wow, we're part of a bigger picture. We're not just this region, this
separate from countries or whatever.
That we're all in it together. And I saw an awakening and I was very happy to be part of that. That feeling and experience. And so I think that potentially you're pioneering something down here, down in this part of the world. And I think it's extremely exciting. What do you feel
I
that
think
you're changing about your industry?
You know, that some people tell me this, now you are telling me this, but sometimes maybe I don't realize what I am doing. Sometimes I don't realize. And if I look back, I'll never do it for that reason, like, oh, look at this or look at me. No, it really is because I love and I am very passionate about competition. And I really love Nailympia. I really love and I believe in what represents. And if this is the way that we are giving people voice, and this is the way that we are giving people, nail technicians, power and build them up and raise them up to be better persons and better nail technicians. I'm just so proud and so happy and humbled about it. And I do believe that yes, we can make such a big difference in our countries, in our regions, and I will do my best always to help everybody from around the world, but especially from Latin America, that they don't have these opportunities. But if we can bring them, that's the one reason. That's another big reason that Nailympia is here in Latin America, because we want to build these powerful nail technicians in Latin America. So definitely you will see more from Latin America very, very soon, I hope so. And you will have more surprises.
So Dafne, I know that we're going to be seeing you at Nailympias around the world.
Yes.
And I know that you're also interested in creating teams. You're a mentor for competition teams.
Yes.
So I do know that anybody out there that's listening is welcome to get in touch with Dafne if you're looking to be part of her Division 1, Division 2 or Division 3 teams. Yes. She's certainly taking a team to Germany and potentially to London as well.
Oh, definitely, Alex.
Okay, so,
no questions about it.
And we do have some exciting things actually, don't we, Daph?
Yes,
because we've got, for anybody in this region, you have we have 3 Mexican Cups that can come out of the Nailympia Mexico, but then we have an America's Cup, which is basically anybody competing in the USA and including then Mexico as well. You don't have to be a resident, you just have to be at those competitions. And then there's the Global Cup.
And there's a Global
Cup. And if your teams, for example, from this region do Germany and London, they automatically go into the Euro Cup as well. There's cups everywhere for people to get to be aiming towards, working towards. So it's an exciting time ahead. You're looking at growing Nailympia in this region, and you're looking at participating as a mentor and a competition educator across the other ones. So it's exciting times ahead. If you've got the buzz and you'd like to be involved, then contact us. And if you're in this region, contact Dafne.
Yes, please. So we just need to have Nail technicians, well, that's what I would love to have nail technicians that are committed, passion, and hard work.
Join the ring of hands.
Yes, please. And that would be amazing. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you for talking to me today, Daphne. Thank you very much.
I'm so happy.
For more nail stuff, don't forget to visit glossarylive.com to find inspiration, trends, step-by-steps, and news. It's all about nails.